Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gina. I'm Gina Renae RN Budgets. I'm a zero-based budgeter who uses the cash envelope system to assist me on my journey to financial and debt freedom. If you're new here, I do videos all about saving money. So, who doesn't need to save money? If you don't need to save money, then hey boo, you got it good. But all of us need to be saving money. So if that's the kind of content that you're interested in, or you're ready to take that leap and save money, do not delay it another day. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Y'all, can y'all believe March is pretty much over? Oh my God, like March flew in and flew out, baby, okay? It was not planned. Tomorrow's Easter, March 31st, a little bit bittersweet. I know I've been talking about it, but tomorrow will be the year anniversary of my mom's passing. And it just so happens to fall on like one of her, probably her second favorite holiday, Easter. So just keep us in your prayers, but we're going to be okay. Today, I need to go over my April budget. I'm a bi-weekly budgeter. I get paid every 2 weeks, not twice a month, but every 2 weeks. So my pay dates change all the time. So therefore, I created a budget template that works for me because I like to see my whole month on one piece of paper. I need to know what I need to have for each paycheck, and most of my bigger expenses I do split in half. And so because of that, I created this template to basically kind of show all my pay dates together but separate. Does that make sense? So my paycheck has finally normalized since we made some changes to our insurance. And so what I'm expecting to take home for the month of March without any side hustles, extra money, miscellaneous expenses, anything like that, is $5,700. For me, my expense that's called MCI, that's my mortgage, car payment, and insurance, and I split it in half. All right, but it includes $1,200 for my mortgage, $560 for my car payment, and $200 for my car insurance, totaling $1,960. And every paycheck I put up $980. All right. Also, my daughter has enrolled back in college to get her master's degree, and she moved to her own place. So I have committed to her to pay her a portion of, basically a portion of her rent, I guess. It doesn't matter to me what she does with the money, but because she's back in school, just to kind of offload her expenses a little bit. And so that totals $340, and I split that $170 each paycheck. My subscriptions, I basically don't list them line by line in my budget. I just group together which ones are due for each paycheck, and those are the amounts that you'll see on my subscription line. So for my first paycheck, I need to pay $95 worth of subscriptions, and for the second one, I have $40 due. Next up is Memphis's pet insurance, which is not $60, but I round up to create a natural buffer in my account, and that won't be due until the second paycheck because it's due on the 2nd. So my first paycheck in April is not until the 4th, and the second one is the 18th. So I will have already paid the 2nd of March pet insurance already. I hope that makes sense. Then next up we have NailNet, which is my student loan. I'll pay that in the first paycheck of $205. AT&T is a pretty big bill, $300, so I split it in half, $150 each. Then every payday, I pay my dad $250, and that's just paying him back for some help that he gave us, you know, when Kevin was sick and not having income, and then he purchased a car for me and that type of thing. So I'm just paying him back. Then I have two affirms, One is due with each paycheck, totaling 20, and the other one is 30. So for payday number 1, my fixed expenses totals $18.70. For payday number 2, my fixed expenses total $16.80. All right, my variable expenses, as you'll see, in payday number 1, I decreased my essentials because we have another source of buying groceries for that time period. So I did reduce down to $100 for that paycheck. Spending, both my husband and I get $100 each. So that's the same for both pay periods. Miscellaneous is at $50, and then gas, that's wrong. Gas is $100 each paycheck, totaling, let's see, because I put $50 for each week, but my car normally doesn't take that much. All right, so for paycheck number 1, our fixed expenses totals $450, and then for paycheck number 2, the fixed expenses goes back up to the regular amount, which is $650. All right, next up, our debt. I have listed my debt payments, and you can see here, I'll write in which ones are due for paycheck number 1, which ones are due for paycheck number 2. But payday number 1, it totals $305. Payday number 2, it only totals $175. All right. So then next up, I go finally to my savings and my savings challenges. Savings is usually my sinking funds. So I'm playing Friday, and I'm also playing my Nomi challenge. Coffee with my Nomi. So for Friday, oh wait, let me take out Nomi. Let's see. Don't even talk about that. All right. So for Friday, for payday number 1, I need to put in $17. And then for payday number 2, I need to add $45. All right. After that, for payday number 1, I'll have $258 left, of which $115 goes to my undated sinking funds, $105 goes to my dated sinking funds, and the balance of $38 will go into my emergency fund. And then for payday number 2, I'll have $350 left. $115 again goes to my undated because I try to put in the same amount. $105 to my dated, and then it will be a leftover amount of $130 that will go into my emergency fund. All right, and this is my budget. For April, yes, it can change, but I don't have any variable type expenses like power bill and water and stuff that fluctuates. I don't have any of that because I live in a home with my dad, and he pays all those bills, so whatever money I give him is contributing to everything. So that's why I try to change up the way I present my budget every month or so, because it's a little bit monotonous. It doesn't change very much. So, but I still want to present it just to keep myself accountable. So I decided this time to kind of go more face to face to explain my budget, and then I'll have my budget template on the screen so that you guys can kind of see me go through the process and my thought process. So I hope you enjoyed this video of my April monthly budget. I'm getting very, very close to completing my, I got 5s on it. The goal for that was $600. When I did my update yesterday, it was at like 525. So my plan is I want to keep it going, but I also don't want to keep going past $600 in cash in the house. So I'm going to do a video and unstuff that, and we're going to deposit it into my Ally account so it could be gaining some interest, and then I'll start the challenge over again. Same thing with my dollar challenge. I will unstuff it because I can barely close that binder. I will unstuff it, deposit the money into Ally, and I will start over again. All right, so I hope that makes sense. If you guys have any comments or suggestions of other things that I could do, please leave them down below. But don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And as always, I wish you guys what? Peace, love, and prosperity. Bye, you guys.